G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is DK from DK Plays. I hope that you are having a fantastic day no matter where you are in the world. Today we are continuing our quest to get all of our enchantments sorted out so that we can then just go get as many emeralds as we can, gear up. 3 more pieces of iron is all we need for an anvil. Yesterday at the very end of the session we got a mending guy for 10 emeralds, which is fantastic. Alright, that means we have pretty much everything we need to make. Well, we've got mending, unbreaking 3, silk touch, affinity for the bow if we go that direction, because affinity and mending don't go on a bow together. We got fortune 3, efficiency 4, and quite a few others. Can't remember what they are right now. We'll have to go and have a look. We'll have to wake each guy up and find out what he's got. What you got for me? Unbreaking 3 for 25. Thorns 3 for 31. Power 5 for 22. That's actually pretty good for power 5. We've got a guy that we can... We don't, ain't good. Yeah, no, we haven't locked in this guy's trade yet because he didn't give us anything good yet. There he goes. What you got for me, buddy? Riptide, no. We don't want Riptide. Right, so the whole goal of this and what we're doing is we're trying to get geared up so that we can go and get an elytra without killing the Ender Dragon. I'm hoping that the idea I have works, and if so, it'll be fantastic, and it might help a few of you people out there that don't like fighting the dragon to be able to get an elytra as well without killing the dragon. But we've got a couple of steps we need to do before we can do that. First step is to get all of our enchantments up and running. Then we need to get some ender pearls. We need to find the fortress and get some blaze rods. We need to get some obsidian so that we can make some ender chests, because we're going to need at least 2 ender chests if we're going to do this. And we're going to need at least 20 ender pearls and possibly more, because we're going to need to make Eyes of Ender, and then we're going to need to troll them so that we can find the stronghold. So let's see what other things we've got. We've got efficiency 4 for 17. Respiration 3 for 31. Depth Strider 3 for 21. Mending for 10. And we've already bought 2 of his books, but we don't have enough iron to put them on. So let's go do a little bit of mining. See if we can get that iron. And if we can do that, then we're laughing. So what we'll do is we'll just nip into our temporary home here. And we'll just stick these books back in here along with the paper. We'll put our emeralds up here, out of the way. What else? What else? What else? What else? We don't need that with us. We do need food, because we've only got 2. We've got 28. We need 27 for the blocks, and then we need 4 single pieces of iron, which means we need 3 iron ingots. What do we have? Ah, yeah. Cool. Well, we might as well cook these ones. Right. So let's go see if we can find 3 pieces of iron. And do we have any torches? Of course not. How could I possibly be that organized? Oh, look at that. There's 2 more steak in there. Cool. Alright, well let's make torches out of these. Right. Now we have torches. So like I said, we need 3 pieces of iron in order to make the anvil, and once we do that, then we can start putting enchantments on stuff. Now there is a specific way to put enchantments on items that you may or you may not know. And we'll go through that as we enchant stuff. And I'll explain to you why you do it in a certain order. I don't see any iron there, so let's get back out of here. Oh, we actually did get out of there. That's cool. Have we got any iron in there? No. So this is where our spider spawner is. It's down here. A little bit further along the pathway that we created for ourselves here to get through this. Just get a bit where the hell are we? What the hell are we doing? Where the hell are we going? Kind of thing. But yeah, okay. As you can see, we've already been down here. This is where the big cave drops down into a big cave down there. And that's where we found all of our diamonds. We got 35 diamonds in 3/4 of an hour. Down around about level 54, which was absolutely fantastic. I'm just basically checking out to see if I can spot any iron just hanging around that I've missed as I've gone through here. Bean. There's gold, so there's so much moss in these new caves. It's fantastic. Now, I'm going to take the gold while I'm here because it's gold. Why wouldn't we take it? Yeah. Don't think I'm gonna go down there. Not right now, anyway. There has to be iron around here somewhere. The redstone. So careful. With the caves being so deep, very, very easy, you might drop off and end up falling 50 or 60 blocks now that the world height is down to minus 64. That leads us back to where... So our spider spawner is down here. This takes us into where the train line will be eventually. So the spider spawner is just up above our heads here that we can't really see. This is just temporary. So the signs on the walls will stop the spiders from climbing. They can't climb past the signs. But they can, of course, fit through a 1x1 gap. So with that thing open, so that'd be, the spider spawner would be the other side of that. There it is. Hey, you're not supposed to be able to climb. He wasn't supposed to be able to climb. Maybe the cave spiders are different to normal spiders. Normal spiders can't climb that. Oh well. Right, so we need to find iron. And oh yeah, this is a big lava pump. So this was the cave into where we were, where we went down. You can see all my torches around the place. Iron! No, is that iron? It is iron. And it's the 3 pieces we need. Awesome. Just a quick look around and see if there's any more to be had. Gold at least. I'm not going to say no to gold. And I'm not going to say no to coal either. In case you're wondering, on bedrock, the lapis to diamond trick does not work. Okay, there's nothing else in there. Okay, so I think we can head back to the surface now and if there's anything in this chest that we need to take with us. Yeah, not really. Maybe the slime. There's another chest. There's our scumpus. Not the right way. That's not the right way either. Maybe this is the right way. Is the right. Oh, you get turned around in these caves so easy. Yes. This is our scumpus to tell us to go back this direction. You don't know what a scumpus is? It's a navigational beaker developed by, or conceived by, MC Skizzleman. And it's just a way of navigating. It's usually used in the nether. You bring some non-nether blocks. Torch on the side. So you make it 2 blocks high and you put a torch on the side that leads you back to where you want to go to on your return visit. And one on top so that you can see it from a distance. And you need to make it out of non-nether blocks so that it's very, very easy to spot from a distance because it stands out from all the other nether blocks. So cobble and sand, or cobble on its own, or sand on its own, or pretty much any block that's not nether block, a nether block. Very hungry, so that's why I'm moving so slow. But I think we'll be okay. Bam. And we want to do the iron first. And then we can eat. Take those and those back out of there. Already got slime and strawberries in here. Might as well keep them together. Have a redstone in here. Put that in there. Double deep slate. And we can just put diorite in there. Okay, 3. Ready? Oh, excuse me, I've got the hiccups. Oh no, I had iron. Is it in this one? It is in this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and give me that beautiful. Want to put it? I think we put it up there. Right, now that means that we have down here, very well organized, as you can tell. So the first thing I'm going to do is put. Oh, that's the thing. Do I want to? Here's the thing, right? When you're putting books on items, you pretty much want to combine all the books that you want together. But you want to do it in a way where the first slot is a book that's never been in, or an item that's never been in the anvil before. Because that way it's cheaper. So I think we'll wait. I think we'll put our books back in here. Move that over there and keep that. And we'll go and get ourselves some sticks and some more sugarcane. And we'll sell it off to the Fletcher and the librarians. So we've got a lot of bamboo and we can make that bamboo into sticks. And then the Fletcher will buy the sticks and give us emeralds. The only problem with this is that bamboo is incredibly annoying to harvest by hand. Hitbox is so small. And then of course, because it's not centralized on any block, getting in and around it to pick the bamboo up you get stuck, you have to jump. And I'm guessing that's intentional. Because otherwise, why would they have done it? And that's the other thing, we need to get some more villagers so that we can get some farmers so that we can sell melons and pumpkins. But we're not really at the production level of melon and pumpkins to make it worth our while just yet. And I don't even think if it might not be worth it in the long run, because this series is not going to last very long. Although it's already up to I think this is episode 16, and each episode's around about an hour, sometimes a little bit longer than an hour. It's basically as soon as we get our elytra and get back here to base and pretty much then go and kill the dragon while we have the elytra on. That is the end goal. Because we need to get back to season 2, which we haven't finished yet because we were in the process of building up some farms in there. Basically, I've done this series because I was getting a bit bored and frustrated with it, so I needed to get away and get some inspiration. Because we've done an awful lot of work in that world, and we haven't really built anything. We've done the Guardian farm, which I think took 130 or 140 hours altogether to do, because we ended up building it wrong in the first place, because we built a Java version, and the Java version doesn't work in Bedrock because there's specific blocks that Guardians spawn in Bedrock, and in Java they basically just spawn anywhere in water. So we built this, we drained out the ocean monument, we tore down the ocean monument, we built up the Java farm and it didn't work, so we had to tear it back down again. There was something like 70,000 pieces of sand that we had to mine, and then we had to place, and then we had to remine. And there was... Then I had to go through the process of finding those specific blocks. And then build a farm around those blocks, and then realized that the box that I made was too small, so we had to go and extend it out in all directions by 2 or 3 blocks. And then quite a number of episodes later, when we went to put the smelter in, the proper 64 block smelter, or 64 furnace smelter, we realized that our farm was only 62 blocks long, so we had to extend it out even more. So but in saying that, I didn't plan any of it. I just went with it. I just winged it, and turns out not a very good decision to just wing it. So we've done an awful lot of work in that world, and I don't want to give it up just yet, or I don't want to finish it up just yet. We built an absolutely insanely fast iron farm, which again took quite a long time because it was supposed to be 4 times the size of what it was or what it is, and it turns out that it didn't work. So I had built the 4 modules together, and then I was in the process of putting the villagers in, and realized that when I had the second set of villagers in, which took forever to wrangle the villagers into the right place, I ended up having to kill them, because once I put the second set of villagers in, the first farm stopped producing iron. And that kind of defeated the purpose of having it as a quad iron farm. But luckily we found that out before we got all of the villagers in, because all in all there should have been 80 villagers in the 4 farms, but it turns out 20 villagers was enough. But it was a good thing to experience, because now I know, and I know how the village mechanics work in that sense. So there's some things that if you don't realize or you don't know about the mechanics of iron farms, it means that iron farms can be extremely frustrating to build. Now, I'm not going into detail about into making all those things that I learned in this. So I've got this mud barrier all the way around here, and it's basically going to catch the golems. If they don't spawn on the roof up there, they'll spawn in one of these little boxes, and I'll be able to find out where they're spawning and then build the kill zone. Because this is a temporary season, I don't want to go into all that expenditure, I guess, of time and energy to get to do the iron farm correctly. So looting 3. I think what we want ending with everybody else gone to bed. They have. What were you? You were unbreaking 3. Yes, I want that, but I don't have enough emeralds. Guess I could sell you some paper. Alright, so it's kind of going to be a waiting game now. Unless we have cheap books. Oh, I didn't mean to go to bed there. Sorry, man, didn't mean to take your bed. silk touch, so we want one of those. I don't have any books. They're over at the other place. Alright, well, we'll go and get them and come back. Or did I convert them all? I might have converted them all. Oh, I didn't realise that cow was with baby. I thought that was 2 adult cows. Gosh darn it. Didn't mean to kill the baby. I didn't mean to kill the mother of the baby. But it is what it is. And yeah. I don't like doing it. I prefer to let them grow up and die naturally. Of my sword. Right, so where are my books? Where are my books? I must have made them all into bookshelves. Right. So. I'll take 2 of those bales and those, and we'll convert those into wheat. And then we'll take a trip over to the cow section. Ah, they haven't grown up yet. Okay. So we have, ooh, hello, Mr. Creeper. We have 2 leather from that other cow, so we'll make that into a book, or into books, and then at least we can get. I've only got enough for 1. Oh no, I don't. I have enough. I have more paper here, so we can at least get silk touch. But we have 28 emeralds there, so have we got any more in there? No. Okay. Right, so we should be able to get an unbreaking and a silk touch, or a silk touch and a fortune 3. And then at least pickaxes are going to be protected. Destroy the tree. Efficiency 4. For you. Losing 3. That could be worth getting if. Because that would make our sword be worth more when we kill stuff. Same guy. Where's the same guy? No good. For you. Power. Thorns. I'm not bothering to do anything with armor at the moment. That'll come later on, so that'll be our silk touch guy, so we'll have that. Looting 3. Affinity. 2 aqua affinities. Oh no, that was infinity, and the other one was aqua affinity. Okay. Where's my fortune 3 guy? Fortune 3. I was sure I had a fortune 3 guy locked in. Oh, I'm going to take that for now. Right, because we can get at least 1 of our books up to spec, as I say. So we can get an unbreaking 3. Well, it won't be 100% up to spec, but because we won't have efficiency on it, but I want to get at least 1 of them. So we have a... Where is my other diamond pickaxe? Ah, I've got it on in my inventory. So this one is just about down to the nub, so we might leave that one until we can guarantee a lot of XP. And we can do that by making a... I was going to say we could do that by making a mending station with the furnace, but we can't because we don't have any iron for hoppers. So we have to do what we got for the moment, right? So we have Silk Touch and we have Unbreaking 3, and that costs 3 if we go that way and 4 if we go that way. So we want to go 3. But before we do that, let's have a look and see what... So that's 2 that way and 4 that way. So Silk Touch 1 and Mending, that's 2. So we'll take that. And now if I put that in there, that's going to cost 7 that way. But it's only going to cost 4 that way. So by putting the book that hasn't been in the second slot, it's cheaper. Now if I put the pickaxe in there, it's going to cost 3 that way. But we can't put it on that way. So we'll put it on and take the 3 for the Unbreaking. And that's going to cost us 8. So that wasn't too bad. If we had more books and stuff, we could manipulate it round so that we get a really, really cheap end version. So, or end. But that's good. That means we now have Unbreaking 3, Silk Touch, and Mending on that pickaxe, which will allow us to get obsidian. But also when we go and break blocks that gives us XP, it'll repair that tool. So that's a good thing. Ah, they all grew up. You have him in fair. Come on now. So we pretty much just want to leave 2 adults, just in case anything happens. We have all these babies, and if we just keep waiting for them to grow up, feed the babies, or well, not feed the babies, but wait till they get adults grow, wait till the babies grow up to adults, and then feed them all, get them all to breed, and then kill all the adults except for 2. And that seems to work for me. So now we want to go and see how much sugarcane has grown since we last harvested, which won't be an awful lot, but it'll be enough to make the books that we need. And we can get the ball rolling on. So the bottleneck will be, there'll be 2 bottlenecks. One will be XP and one will be emeralds themselves. if we can find a way of getting rotten flesh, then XP won't be such a big deal, because once we get to a certain point, the cleric will sell us bottles of enchanting, but it'll cost us at least 3 emeralds per bottle. But it may be worth spending emeralds to get bottles of enchanting, so that we can enchant our books and stuff. So, or buy books, or buy enchantments, I guess. So we'll turn that into paper, and then we'll turn all of that into books. That's quite reasonable amount of books. Right. So we got to be careful now of our axe. So might be worth just putting mending on it, just for yeah. I guess we don't really. Yeah, let's just put it on there so that we can at least fix it over time. Last thing I want to do is have it break. I know I have another 13 diamonds, but why waste them? I was going to take those. And I'm going to put them in here so that I can store emeralds, paper, books, and some sugarcane, and then I might as well put that down as well. So there's a few gentlemen in here that I haven't traded with, so they haven't locked their professions. I think this guy is one of them. Yeah. And he doesn't want to change his profession now. Oh, not the torch. Could be that time of the day, although it could be just the fact that he's being stubborn. Because I thought they might have fixed that he'll only change professions at a certain time during the day, but they change professions all night long, so it's just a matter of being persistent. Power 2, we don't know that. Not when we got power 5 for such a cheap amount. The thing is, we need to be able to trade with him, which probably not going to be able to do, because if he sleeps, he will change his trades again. So impaling new. I don't even know what I'm looking for right now. Knock back. You know what? I'm gonna buy another mending book. Damn, wasn't it? I'm gonna buy another mending book. So this is going to be a backwards and forwards thing for the next little while, just to get to that point of being able to get our emeralds up. I'm thinking, what's our... Oh, So now the choices are, do we start putting mending on our armor? And I think probably be good to put it on the shield because it's about to break. But if we put it on the shield, it won't break. It'll repair itself over time. So I think the best thing that we can do right now is to go down and put ourselves in the line of fire with these spiders, because that will get us a lot of XP. We can just kill the spiders, grab the XP, mend our tools, get enough XP, let everything up on the surface grow so that we can then harvest it when we come back up, and then we can start trading again. Be interested to know down in the comments section if you're enjoying this or if it's just too boring with the with me just doing absolutely everything on camera, because I'm not sure, like I'm not getting very much feedback from you guys as to whether I should keep going with this or whether I should just pack it in and do a normal editing thing where I just edit out all the boring bits. The other bonus of doing this is I'll get all the string, so. Ooh. We had a spider die. Our shield is getting a good old fixing up, which is good. You weren't supposed to get me. Yeah, so our shield is coming back online, which is good. It's nearly halfway repaired. And as I said, you know, everything else will be growing up on the surface, so our bamboo, our sugarcane, our melons and pumpkins, they'll all be growing up. Oh, you're not supposed to... Suppose we could dig this down a little bit further and get them down to a one-hit kill. Most of them are one-hit kill. Most of them are one-hit kill, so yeah, where our shield is nearly there. Maybe I should think about using the shield. That might benefit me. No, all I gotta do is that. Oh, I'm down to half a heart. Might be worth putting that back up and letting them accumulate down here for a while I regen my heart. Mr. Hilton's coming over. No, you decided to prove me wrong. Right, so our shield is now repaired. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on. He's on that side. Alright, so now we'll swap those positions. I said we'll swap those positions. Make it easier for us to repair the axe. What you doing? Come up here. Ah. He's being shy, he's being silly. Come up here. Come and give me kissy kissy. that spider got me, I do not know. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hilton. Thank you. Give me a kiss. Thank you. What are you doing? What you doing? Oh, Mr. Hilton. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. I think I might die. Oh, that was so close. Spider dog. I thought I might die. Gosh darn it. So I have. Yeah, let's sleep. I was too busy getting kisses from Mr. Hilton to be paying attention. I saw him coming. What terrors these guys are. I was not expecting a spider jockey. And then because I was getting kissy kissies from Mr. Hilton, I didn't have both hands on the controller, and I was down to half a heart because of the spider that bit me before the spider jockey appeared, and all it took was one arrow and dead, so I lost 20 levels. I'll get all my stuff back, that's not a worry. That was just carelessness on my behalf. Feel. That's annoying, but again, it is part of the game, so. It seems like the shield works most of the time, but every now and again seem to get past it. Hey, yeah. As I said, it's part of the game. You're gonna die from time to time. You'd hope it would be a more epic death than getting bitten by a spider and shot by a spider jockey. But like, our first death was glorious. Getting hit by a ghast and bounced up into the air and straight into a lava lake. And the thing is that I saw the gas spawn as I started running on the soul sand, and therefore there was no point. I couldn't turn around and try and get back into the tunnel that I'd come out of because I was on soul sand. It would have taken me more time to turn around, try and get back in the tunnel, and I probably would have died anyway. I might not have lost all my gear, but it was worth taking the chance to try and get onto the pathway so I could run away from the ghast, but didn't happen that way because behind me, when the ghast appeared, behind me there was skeletons in the Soul Sand Valley, so it was either I get killed by those skeletons or I get killed by the ghast. So, but it was epic. It was fantastic. It led us to getting all the diamonds. So, in dying, it gave us the freedom to go search the bottom of the world. It gave us a reason to go search the bottom of the world and try and find some diamonds, which we did. We found 35 diamonds in about 45 minutes, so it wasn't that bad. It was actually quite good, and we went from rags to riches in the course of one episode, so it's actually quite funny because you watch things and people don't like dying, but yet dying is part of the game. You die, you recover. Hopefully you know where your stuff is so you can get back to it, which is one of the reasons why I have coordinates on the screen, because I am notorious for getting turned around and lost in games, so I like to know where I am, and I quickly scan it every now and again just to see where I'm at. And even then, sometimes I'll get it completely wrong. I will have thought that I was somewhere, and I'll be completely wrong about where I was. But the good thing about dying in a single player world is that 5 minutes to get back to your items before they despawn doesn't count, because you're the only player. So therefore, if it takes you half an hour to get back, as long as you haven't loaded those chunks, you still get your gear back. And I know that because in previous worlds, I've died in the end, or in the end cities, lost all my gear, couldn't remember where I was, and then had to re-gear back up. And then while I was in the end cities, just raiding end cities, I actually came across all my gear, so that ended up being a bonus. So And you can test this out for yourself, which is find out what chunk you're in, go 20 chunks away in a straight line, drop some rotten flesh on the ground, and run back the way you came from. And an hour later, go and see if you can find that rotten flesh, and most likely you will find it if you've just gone in a straight line. Or go and find and mark the coordinates of where you dropped the rotten flesh, and you'll see for yourself that it's still there. It hasn't despawned. The only time it'll despawn is if it's in the spawn chunks. And spawn chunks work slightly different on Bedrock than they do on Java. Bedrock has a thing called a ticking area. So where you spawn in is classed as a ticking area, and that ticking area is always has it's always ticking. So the game ticks over. So you can in fact set, if you have cheats on, you can. I could set this base as a ticking area, and you can have up to 10 ticking areas in your game at a time, and it will continually tick. So if I left here and went, say, to the end or the end cities and came back, all my farms would have grown all their vegetables or all their stuff. So I can clear it out, re-sow it, go, and when I come back it'll all be grown because it'll have gone for so long. Come back. So that's just something that you can do, or you can set in game. Oh, they seem to like that a lot more. Maybe it's they can see me a little bit easier, with the top one open and the bottom one closed. Yeah, they're definitely seeing me better. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is DK from DK Plays. That's the end of the episode. I know we're not ending on a cliffhanger or something exciting. We're just down here getting XP. We're nearly back up to 18. We were up to 18 levels. We're nearly back up to the 20 that we lost. We've got all our gear back. It is what it is. Anyway, if you enjoy this, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, add a comment, good or bad. Doesn't really matter. I'm a big boy. I can handle the bad comments as well as the good ones. If you have any ideas about what you'd like to see me do, either in this series or another series, that's fine. Hit me up in the comment section. And if you're one of the first 100 subscribers to my channel, remember to hit me up in the notification section. Let me know so I can add you to the draw for that HDMI capture card. So wherever you are in the world, have yourself an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye now.